Almost half of the percent population has broken a bone once in their life. But how many people can say they broke the same bone 3 times in a year, though? It's happened to me. It's actually quite a funny story. This all happened back in 2018 when I was about 14 years old. I was playing soccer, and I love soccer. I've been playing soccer for a while at this point. I wasn't doing anything interesting in particular. I was just backpedaling, just doing a normal defensive drill that I've done hundreds of times. I tripped on myself, though. No contact with anybody else, just fell on my own. I fell back and tried to catch myself with my hands. This did not end very well, because I heard a snap and a pop from my left wrist. It hurt really bad. It's one of the worst pains I have felt at this point. The coach came and checked on me and asked if I was okay. I said I was fine, and I just stood out for a few minutes just trying to shake it off. My wrist kept getting more and more swollen and more purple. The coach finally came over to me and asked if I was okay. And he was like, "Ooh, this does not look good. We should probably call your parents." So we did, and they were just walking around the park, so it took them some time to get back to us. My dad is a paramedic, so he looked at it and checked it and said, "Yeah, this is probably broken." So my mom was going to try to find an urgent care for us to go to. But because of how late it was, most of the urgent cares were closed. But we finally found one, and we had to drive about 30 or 45 minutes to finally get there. And when they saw us, we had to wait even longer in the waiting room because of how late it was. They finally got us x-rayed, and they put me on a temporary splint. The next day, though, we went to the orthopedic. It was very early in the morning, so I had to wake up. They let me pick out the color of the cast, which I thought was interesting, so I chose the color red because that was my favorite color at this age. After some about 3-4 weeks of healing, I was fine and back into it. But later in the year, I was playing for the older team because the coach asked for a few of us to come and play for them because they were short-handed. And then, whenever we were scrimmaging one day, one of the older boys came up to me and was about to shoot the ball. He's about 5 feet in front of me. And he was older, so he had a powerful kick. And he kicked the ball and it hit straight in my face. That impact didn't hurt so bad, but I did stumble back. And again, I tried to catch myself. But this time, instead of just breaking one wrist, I broke both. The coach came and asked me if I was okay. I said yeah again, but this was a new coach I wasn't used to. So he just poured water on it, which I thought was strange, because how is water going to help a broken bone? And I knew it was broken too, because the exact same way I did to the other one. My mom, though, was on the other side of the fence, laughing at me. I'm like, oh, of course she is. And we went to the exact same routine again. Went to the same urgent care, went to the same orthopedic. But it wasn't as bad as an injury this time, just because there were small hairline fractures. So about 2 weeks, though, and I had to get used to having no hands, because, both of them were broken. But it was all okay. About 3 weeks later, I was fine and back into it.